Thank you for coming to Robinson 2014, press, media, and just people curious about what all we're doing. Robinson's been in business 36 years. We've had ScentBlocker, the yellow shield synonymous with quality apparel and scent control. Last year we introduced a new technology called Trinity, first ever synthetic, highly absorptive, engineered product that absorbs human odor like nothing else. Very significant for us as we go forward. It allows us to do things no one else can do. For example, 20 years ago, scent control apparel started, inner layer, outer layer, and a sandwich layer. So it became very thick. What happens 20 years ago in our minds, all of us said, well, we believe it works, however, you can't use it for elk hunting because it's too warm. You can't use it pronghorn hunting, too warm. Early season, down south, too warm. The advent of Trinity changes all of that. And it's a change of our thinking. You as press and media should convey a change in paradigm. And I'm going to show you why, and I think you'll agree. Today we can take new Trinity technology and we embed it into one thin single layer of fabric unlike anything you've ever seen. This is probably not only the coolest lightweight pair of pants you've ever seen, including a channel waist, 6-pocket pants, contoured, and covered with Trinity. Trinity technology with scent control and a pair of pants that are literally ounces. So you have to wear something when you're hunting. You have to wear something. You're not going to get anything lighter than that. I'm going to ask you guys just to touch it, feel it. It's amazing. Just light as a feather, Trinity scent control technology. So we have this whole category now called Trinity and Trinity Featherlite. Trinity Featherlite, we've also leveraged into our spiderweb safety apparel. Got this thing twisted around here a little bit. Okay, spiderweb safety apparel, same Featherlite, zip, legs, full accessories everywhere, loaded. Okay, there's your Trinity. Here is safety built in. Okay, little miniature yoke, safety built in. This garment with safety built in, total weight is 2 ounces less than our little tiny micro harness. Isn't that unbelievable? And when you dress, there is nothing else. You just dress. You put that on and you're done. Just a lightweight pair of pants, Trinity technology, and safety all in one. That is, it's new, it's revolutionary. It's patented, new technology, patent technology, super feather lightweight, and it changes paradigms, okay?
Shock blocker on that as well, but you can just show that.
Correct. And this is, if I talk about Robinson's ScentBlocker culture, we push the envelope, we invent things, we create things, we want to make things better. Our brand, this yellow shield, is positioned very high in the market and in this category. Things like this we just take for granted. So we look at this and we go to TMA and say, we test this. There's a thing called shock arrest force. If you fall, how much shock does your body experience? TMA says it cannot experience more than 1,800 pounds of pressure. We put together the spiderweb technology, a bungee tether, and a shock blocker. That alone reduces 40% of the realized energy. This reduces another 10 to 15%. And the fact that you have all these clothes wrapped around and helping you, it generates the lowest arrest force ever tested. It's the lowest arrest force or impact on your body you'll have ever in a fall. So these are just things we do. If we take our technologies, Trinity, as I already talked about, we take that same Trinity technology and put it on spray this year. Some of you may remember 12, 13 years ago we had a product called Carbon Blast. And it was very exciting. What it was, you sprayed scent control and carbon into your garment. This year, you spray scent control and Trinity, little microparticles right into your fabric. So you spray down all over, eliminates human odor, and you've now embedded Trinity particles into your apparel. So you basically, it says this, it's a suit in a bottle. So the more you spray on, the more Trinity you have. Awesome product. There's, of all of the spray products out there, and there's a bunch, nobody has absorption in particulate, especially like Trinity particulate, sits right here, Trinity Blast. Also in our liquid line, new this year is a pair of products called BugBlocker. BugBlocker for mosquitoes and flying insects, BugBlocker for ticks, permethrin and DEET. And you say, well, what's new about DEET? Nothing, it's been here since World War II. However, our BugBlocker for mosquitoes has been proven in Alaska and up north and everything else because it has an intermediate. It's very proprietary and it is effective against all flying insects. You go to Alaska, they've got no-see-ums. They're big enough you see them. They're the size of your fingernail. Black flies and everything else. This stuff works. DEET does not work against that by itself, but our intermediate, mosquitoes and all flying insects. So new for this year, BugBlocker, ticks, sprayed on your gear, permethrin, effective against Lyme disease. This stuff effective against West Nile virus. 14-day coverage on your gear. One application on your gear, 14 days of coverage with permethrin. And this is good for all flying insects and especially mosquitoes. Okay, what else, Mike?
We are looking at Windbreak technology.
Okay.
We've also got here.
As bow hunters, it is an ongoing quest. We've been doing apparel for almost 20 years. It is difficult to have rain protection or wind protection without noise. The reason of that's a membrane. So difficult to pull your bow without making noise, and you guys all experience this. There's lines of apparel out there that you look at are very, very nice, but they are so crispy, they're so noisy, you absolutely cannot hunt in them. We're introducing a new lining. It's called Windbreak Lining. It's on the inside of this. It is a 50-mile-an-hour windbreak lining. It is absolutely quiet. There's a non-membrane. It is windproof by construction, CFM tested for 50-mile-an-hour wind. You can hunt with confidence, and it is quiet. You guys can look at this afterwards. It is just dead quiet. And if you're in a wind, up in a tree, 50 mile an hour, draw your bow, and there is no noise. Awesome stuff. Windbreak technology. I'm sorry?
Okay, go right ahead.
Back to safety. This is a brand new item. Tree Spider enters the electronic world, if you will. This is a fall call. This is a smartphone application that fits into a tether. Tether is included down here. So you take your tether off of your either spider web or micro harness or whatever it might be, and this little short linkage has this inside of it. Comes with a phone application. You take your smartphone and you program your buddy's cell phone, your wife's cell phone, 911, whatever you want. In the event you fall, it calls. Smartphone, Droid, iPhone compatible, brand new stuff. This retails at 99 bucks. This is not like 500 bucks or something. $99 retail, and it will locate you. So if you fall, you're unconscious, and you can't, it has a speaker, you can talk. It will zoom the emergency people into where you are. It has a locator, but it will automatically call anybody you program. Cool deal. It's called Tree Spider iCall, or Fall Call. I hunt Fall Call. Very cool. Okay, Mike, are we last but not least?
We are at the highlight.
Okay. Non-cataloged item for 2014 from ScentBlocker. It is called Apex. This is our pinnacle item of all the models we make. This item has a very high MVT, moisture vapor transfer membrane. It is highly waterproof, contains Trinity. It's athletic cut, top and bottom. Do we have a pair of pants here?
No, I just
We'll show you the pants afterwards. Special contoured hood. Just an awesome garment throughout. Everything are the very best YKK AquaGuard waterproof zippers. Garaged, there is a pouch in the back. You open this thing completely folds into itself. You put the pants in there, you end up with a little packable pouch, yay big. The whole thing's inside of it. This is top of the line for us. Now, we talked about waterproof and quiet. It's always been a problem. You take this fabric, you've probably never seen a fabric so soft and so quiet as this. Afterwards, you come look at it, feel it, touch it, listen to it. It's top of the line, ScentBlocker with Trinity, new Apex, just a dynamite garment. We've tested this from Alaska to Alabama, Africa to Australia, and New Zealand in between. Just tremendous garment. Quiet, waterproof, ultimately. As Jim Shockey says, you can bet your life on it. This is absolutely waterproof. You'll never get wet in it.